Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? Sorry, that sounded a bit weird as I was sort of trying to shimmy my chair in under my desk. Because I was like, I'm a bit far away from everything, microphone, life, reality, I don't know. That's probably a bit too deep for something that's just Animal Crossing. But yeah, what day is it today? Monday? Probably sounds about right. 29th of March. I'm doing Isabel's job for us. Because she's taking some time to load in here for whatever reason. Come on, Isabel, you can do it. There we go. Sorry, she works very hard. I shouldn't be dissing her. Hello there, everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 5:02 PM on Monday, March 29th, 2021. Now, for today's announcements, we have a visitor staying at the campsite. Ooh. Who's the last visitor we had? I'm summoning up my memory banks. No, I can't remember. Gone from my memory. No. I think we've only ever invited one person from the campsite. Oh no, two, I guess, because Hippio from the beginning, I forgot about that. Bud Rambler. I thought of an idea where you have a special day to write a good friend a letter. I'll call it Write a Good Friend a Letter Day. I'm so glad I had you to write to. Pumped up forever, Rowan. I think that's a new one. We are slowly running out of room in our inventory again. I had to clear that out after today's episode, if I remember, as we'll have a quick jaunt over to see who our potential visitor is for today, and we'll also see Red is our visitor. I've turned off the mini-map, I forgot. I turned it off because I was doing all not always on, hold on. Off while moving. I turned it off because of when I was recording the 1 year in Fawnhallow video. Can't believe I didn't notice. It's been a couple of days since then, but I guess I didn't really use the mini-map all that often, except to check if Red is here. And think about it, it was a weekend the last 2 days, so of course. Oh, I know. I definitely know your name. Hold on, I can think of it. It's not Tom. I absolutely know your name. Punchy. That's it. Punchy's super cute. Unfortunately, we're going to have to turn you down. Well, actually, we could just invite these villagers in to get them to... It sounds a bit rude to kick out other villagers who already got their photos of and who we're just waiting on to leave. That's an interesting idea. I'll consider it. I know you can, like, hard reset... what you looking at already there? You can hard reset every time they suggest someone to move out. So you can get them to select someone in particular you want to move out. It feels a bit mean-spirited, doesn't it? Let them naturally decide to move out, and then, you know, we'll invite people in as we see fit. But for now, I'm sorry, Punchy. Well, I'm not really sorry. It's not like you've been... It's not like you were, oh man, I want to move to Fawnhollow right now. You're just kind of here on a holiday, to be honest, which is fair enough. Like, it's not particularly often you go on a holiday and you suddenly decide, oh, I want to live here permanently now. I mean, I'm sure it's happened. I suppose it's meant to be like a taster session, I suppose, in immigrating to another country. But, I can't imagine it's that common an experience. Your holiday experience is quite different from your day-to-day reality of living there, is it not? Probably. I'm speaking but as is of someone with very little experience of that sort of thing. At least moving to another country. Oh, we have Kix. I should say no experience. Actually, we see what Kix is selling. Sometimes he sells... seasonal things which we've missed out on before. I don't think we need any of this stuff in particular. I don't really care for the bags, especially now we got wings. I wonder when we're going to put the pocket camp thing in. Like, I didn't play pocket camp all too much, but one of the events I did play for was here's a bottle. Oh, I forgot we're doing a graveyard, aren't we? Was the fairy event. A whoopee cushion. Wart Junior. A bamboo hat. Is this new? Apparently it's not. Yeah, it's a fairy event. If you don't know, the way Pocket Camp works is they have load of different furniture sets in a gacha system every like week or so. No, get out of here. I don't want you, Earth Egg. We're just selling you. I want a fossil. And one of them was a fairy set. I can't remember whose set it was. They're always named after like a villager. If I think really hard, maybe I can remember it. But I can't. It might have been Diana's, actually, now I think about it. No, that doesn't sound right. It was definitely a peppy villager, right? Because it came with a stage. No, can't remember it. Also, can't find a fossil, apparently. It's all eggs. Everything's all eggs. We should customize the shovel. So we can harvest the rocks again, so we can make more gravestones. Tombstones? Yeah. Whatever the word is. Yeah, they had custom sets in Pocket Camp every so often. Every so often, it's like every week or two, whatever, and fortune cookies and a gacha system, which is like, it was a real pain trying to get any of the sets, to be honest. I remember I tried to make like a cafe in my Pocket Camp thing, and then there was like a relevant set which came out. I can't remember whose it was. It might have been Poppy's like cafe set or whatever, and I just couldn't get every single item. It was just an absolute pain. One of the worst gacha systems, to be honest. Except there might have been a pity, I can't remember. But it wasn't good, whatever it was. Anyway, I'm not here to rag on Pocket Camp, you know. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. But I'll stick with New Horizons for now and wait for them to port over all the customization, because they had a lot of cool furniture items. In Pocket Camp, it was just all, you know, like money gated. So if they can ever port that over to New Horizons, ooh, golden nugget, that'd be lovely. Especially all their spooky furniture ones. Cafe one would be interesting. Because I'd love to put a cafe in, but I don't know where I'd put a cafe in. That sort of, you know, like off the street corner vibe, you know, cafe vibe. It's a relaxing sort of atmospheric vibe, which I like. I like the vibe of coffee shops, you know, the soft murmur of people working or chatting in the background or whatever. You know, smell of coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I do like the smell of it. It's like hustle and bustle, but like on a mild form, like a diluted form. But hustle, you get like a snapshot of a hustle bustle of the city, but it's not quite overwhelming in certain aspects. It's just nicely, pleasantly atmospheric. Excuse me, Joy-Con? Hello? Okay. I'm just trying to angle myself. And I didn't even angle myself correctly, so what's up with that, huh? Yeah, it'd be nice to put like a cafe in. I suppose, excuse me, this is so many eggs. I mean, people have data mined Animal Crossing before, and it was determined that we will be ending up with Brewster at some point. Except for that was data mined ages ago. That was data mined like half a year ago, and we still haven't ended up with him. It was data mined near the beginning, wasn't it? Actually, it was definitely data mined before we got pumpkins, because I remember farming was also data mined at the same time. So who knows what's up with that data mines not working? Anyway, maybe at some point we'll have a little like off corner cafe, but I suppose that's a bit too metropolitan like for our island, which is not really what we're going for. So if anything, we need an extra island DLC so we can extend out our island and put in a different part of it. You might ask how that's going to work, because as in, if we're basing ourselves off 4 seasons, how are we going to put a 5th season in? Well, I think I've talked to didn't I have this exact conversation before about 5th season or something? I feel like I did. Which amusingly enough was sparked by the K-pop stuff. Oh my gosh. These are all fossils. No, these are not fossils. No, none of these are fossils is what I meant to say. Give me a fossil. Give me a fossil. Is there a red pen in this town? There you go. There's your famous info for today. A song that I talked about was a little bit in Celeste. I tried to talk about it a bit more, but I'm at a point of Celeste where I'm doing some rather difficult levels, so it's quite hard to keep some irrelevant conversation going. Where are the fossils? You a fossil? You're a fossil. Llama, llama, duck. I was like, I probably referenced Phineas and Ferb a lot too much. A bit too much. A lot too much? It's not a grammatically correct sentence. It's just all their songs are stuck in my head. You know, songs are always stuck in my head. What can I really do about that? Except for sing. Oh, I had a dream. I wish I recorded myself on the stream, but this dream like gave me like it like created a song or something for me, and I can't remember it now. But the only lyric I remember, I don't remember the tune to it. It was something all the planets and Mercury too, which it had a very nice tune to it or whatever. But when you think about it a bit more, it's like all the planets and Mercury too. The insinuation there that Mercury is not a planet, which is a bit strange because, you know, Mercury, as far as I know, is still a planet, has not been relegated down to a dwarf planet like Pluto has been. Hi, you look quite expectant of me to give you a fossil. You're gonna have to wait a bit while I gift wrap it for you. Yeah, I was like, I wonder why my brain came up with that. Some weird implication that Pluto's not a planet. Also, I forgot to water the blue rose yesterday, so we should do that now before I forget. And we should probably also re-customize a shovel and watering can, because I don't want them to break. My achy breaky heart. What's the saying? Yeah. It's a strange song lyric. I mean, if I remember correctly, I think it was a pop song. And it felt like it was in the pop genre. Oh my gosh. Look at that tree. Completely different. A bunny day tree. It seems like it'd be good for some sort of Fantasyland style thing. If we can customize it and make all the eggs like golden or something, that'd actually be possibly fitting for our heaven side, life side of the island. I couldn't close that off, whatever. I was meant to get more customization kits, because we do need a few more. What was I saying? Yeah, but I know pop songs aren't really renowned for their deep lyrics a lot of the time. I mean, I'm sure there are certainly exceptions, but the majority of pop songs take the earworm approach of getting a catchy tune with simple phrases and melodies just to get stuck in your head, which is, fair enough. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. I don't think it necessarily makes it worse as a musical performance or art piece like that. I feel like it's a bit of an snobbish, I suppose, view to take things in that aspect, but I'm also not a music major, so what do I know? What am I doing? It was a windflower we needed, yeah. Windflower, rose and tulip. Why was I going with this? But I don't know, that's a very strange lyric. It's almost kind of like foreboding in some aspect, All the planets and Mercury too. Something sinister about that. Something sinister about that implication of Mercury not being no, I don't mean to drop that. Not being a planet for some reason anymore. It's got some real vengeful energy behind it. Hello, Flip. You want this fossil here for you? Plus, we can't have a villager move in yet, otherwise our new thumbnail is going to be outdated very quickly. And I'm not editing it to put in another thumbnail. Not another thumbnail. Put in another villager. Lily's woken up, I see. My original plan was to do those thumbnails and be like, oh, maybe I'll... Not my original plan. The original plan for this year was like, maybe I'll just do a different one every single season or something. But the thing is, if I do one every single season, I'm going to have to replace this one. And this one's a really good one. I spent a lot of time in, and I'm obviously not going to spend that much time again in doing future thumbnails until, maybe year 2, year 3 starts or something. But it'd be nice to have seasonal thumbnails, but I don't know. Oh wait, we don't. You're not even crafting. Oh, we should just talk to you anyway, otherwise you'll be confused. You would have whipped up a few snacks. Eccentric? I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but thank you. Maybe? Yeah, I was going to do a seasonal one, every spring, summer, autumn, winter. Change it to something which is a bit more fitting so we don't have a spring picnic. Oh, hello Rach, you're online. A spring picnic thumbnail in the middle of winter, but that's a lot of effort, to be honest. I'm sorry that I'm being a bit lazy about it, but it's a lot of work to do something like that, so that's on the past for now. I mean, if somehow the time slots open up for me, maybe I'll do that. But I'd also feel pretty bad to get rid of this really nice thumbnail art with all the villagers in. It'd be like, oh, what's an appropriate amount of time for this to last for? I don't know. But maybe that's something to consider for the future. Such that future thumbnails won't be like, oh, this one will take 16 hours, and instead we'll just have ones which change every season. I don't know. Anyway, we should probably not be thinking of the scope of a year in the future. We should be thinking of a here and now, because that's what we're living in. What was I talking about before? I wanted to continue that line of thinking, but I can't actually remember what I was talking about. The thing I started off this episode with? Before I got sidetracked talking about my dream lyrics of this mystical song, which I never even imagined. Okay, let's try and retrace our steps. How do we get to this? Phineas and Verb. Oh, it's because I did a song parody of Give Me a Grade. Now, what did I make it a song parody of? Cannot remember. To be honest, I thought there was more to talk about. I've left a mental note in my head to be go back to that conversation that I was talking about at the beginning, except for I didn't actually make a note of what the conversation topic was. Now you say, why don't you just fire up the old recording and see what you're talking about? I guess I could do that. That seems a bit strange, though, to do. It seems a bit unnecessary to do in the middle of a Animal Crossing video. I mean, I know they're a bit disorderly and disjointed in the first place, but still. Oh well, let's hope it wasn't that interesting. That seems a bit strange to say. Oh, let's hope what I was talking about was boring. No, I didn't mean like that. You know what I meant. It wasn't like a gold mine we're missing out on. can put Cosmos down here. Yeah, we can put Cosmos down here. No, we can't. There's no room. Never mind. We need to start filling up this side. It's a bunny day egg. Get it. No, we checked. There's no other crafting recipes. No need to get so excited about that sort of thing. What was I talking about? What? Did he actually just take a bite of that and crumbs came out? I don't think I've seen that before. I was just thinking about seeing your face. Your big old adorable round head. Don't know what to make of that, but you know, we'll take it. Hello? Excuse me? Alright, I guess we'll pull that over. What? This game. What was I talking about? That's really gonna annoy me now. There's no way I was talking about the planets. Oh, it's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna have to look it up, you know. Oh no, it's okay. I'll pause myself. Hold on. I remember now, and by I remember I mean I watched a video, a little bit of a video, and it remembered for me. It was about the off-street cafe, that sort of thing, that atmosphere. Because when we went to Japan, me and Annie, our initial time, pondering, we would definitely have this. I recognise it. Was there any 3 colours of whoopee cushions? Apparently that actually makes a farting sound when you sit down on it. I saw someone play a video clip of it. Not very appropriate for any location that we've got working on, so just gonna ignore that for now. No, because we went to Japan and we went to like this off-street cafe. It was like the most nice atmospheric thing ever, you know. I can't remember what city we were in. Maybe it's like Hilitska, something like that. Was it that city? I don't know. Either way, we sort of like wandered down this off-street place and it was like, oh look, there's a pretty well-reviewed cafe around here. Why don't we stop in here to have a bite for our lunch or whatever? Hello Raymond. We got a lot of things to sell. We did, and it was just like, oh, it was just that nice like little atmosphere. It was like mildly populated. We sat by the window. Let's not sell that. Let's actually like pay attention to what we're selling so we don't sell something accidentally. We don't need earth eggs. We definitely don't need clay and ore anymore. We have so much. And that might be something we regret later. Do it. I think we sell this. It's rose, windflower, and tulips. Yeah, that we're trying to go. And that whole atmosphere was really nice. And you know, amusingly enough, that was the place where you'd think, hey, what sort of thing would you buy at a cafe, you know? And bear in mind, it's a cafe restaurant. It's not just like full cafe. It's like, oh, I don't know, maybe have some coffee, some cake, or if you're going for lunch, maybe a nice sandwich or something. You know what we had? We had pizza. Okay, yeah, no, pizza, that's a bit... It's not like the most unreasonable thing in the world, but it's a bit strange, I suppose, for a cafe. It's like, oh, okay, so what sort of pizza do you get? You know, and we got like quattro formaggi, margarita, pepperoni. No, I got a mayonnaise-based seafood pizza. What? You might ask? Yep, that's right. Turns out Japan's got some very strange pizza choices and for toppings and all that sort of thing. So I'm just paying attention to what we got. Put away the whoopee cushion. We don't need it. Get out of here, whoopee cushion. Fragrance sticks. Don't need baby panda. Novice. Okay, let's go. Yeah, Japan's got some very weird pizzas, that sort of thing. I'm not sure if that's something you typically find in the off-street cafe, but yeah, instead of having a tomato base, it had a mayonnaise base. Should we put a path down first and try and figure out how we want the path to look? Yeah, just sort of like an outline. As I keep saying, I want wiggly paths, you know? So it should be winding paths around here. Somewhere like that. Winding. A winding road. And then we had to fill things in to make it look a bit more filled in, like a haunted forest. Okay, but this part could be straight, right? Yeah, I think this part can be straight, and we'll sort of wind it down like this. Seems reasonable to me. Okay. Yeah, instead of having a tomato base, it had a mayonnaise base, and it had cheese on top, which is strange. And then it had, instead of like pepperoni and stuff, it was like a seafood pizza. So it had like prawns. I think it had squid as well, or something on it. I remember looking at menu being like, wow, this is, I mean, I love mayonnaise, don't get me wrong. But when I saw that pizza, I was like, this is perhaps the strangest pizza I've ever seen. Like, the weirdest pizza choice I've ever seen. So obviously I had it. It was okay. It was weird, don't get me wrong. I wasn't like, wow, this is going to revolutionise the pizza industry. Is this the centre? Yeah, okay, these two are the centre. So we'll have it going straight out here, and then we'll have it curving around. Because this little middle part is going to be a little bit of a purgatory. A wiggly purgatory. Sort of like coming out of the haunted forest. And then the haunted forest we want you to get lost in. So we actually need to cram things in there like crazy, which is going to be a bit difficult. If only we can get leafless trees. Unfortunately, that's not an option. What made you think I wanted to put a path there? Yeah, but it was not bad. Like, obviously the first reaction people have when I tell them I had like a mayonnaise-based pizza, it's like, what? I mean, is it all that strange? Because Domino's allows you to have a barbecue sauce-based pizza, which I've had before. And to be fair, if you hear that and you're also like, that sounds gross as well, then fair enough, at least you're consistent with it. I thought it was not bad. But I also used to really like barbecue sauce, now I don't. So, honestly, I would have it again. Controversial, I know. That's who I am. You know me, got all those controversial opinions. /S. I can't believe it just says /S, that's so weird. Anyway. So how are we're going to wind it around like this? We're not going to come down, come up, and like this. Come down again. Okay. Seems reasonable. What's the saying? Oh yeah, you also might be wondering, hey, then what pizza did Ali have? If he had this weird mayonnaise pizza, he probably had like some very normal one. I was like, oh yeah, he had a pretty normal one. It was just quattro formaggi. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty normal. Yeah, and it came with like a little jar of honey to pour on top. At which point you probably go, what? Once again? Yep. I don't know. It was a honey quattro formaggi. Honestly, also was not that bad. Strange, but you know, sometimes these food taste strange because it's sort of like not what you used to, right? Anyway, maybe that sort of changed my view on what an off-street cafe should sort of be. Because you know, the odd stereotype is this like your regular old cafe. Is this a bunny balloon or is this a bunny balloon? Is this they seem way faster than normal balloons. Am I going crazy? Maybe. So we want to curve it. Okay, we need a bit more of a horizontal curve to it. Let's curve it upwards again. And then we'll go about as far as here, right? No. We can't go out this far because we need the airport to be hidden by like a mire of trees. Something like this? I want it to curve up though. Even just for a bit. That's all Joy-Con drift. Please. Why are you here, Miria? Move. Sorry. That's rude, but... And maybe we'll do it like this. Kind of looks like a winding path, right? I think so. Sorry about that, I got a little bit distracted. What was I talking about? Got no clue. I was talking about... This path looks a bit too close together, doesn't it? Why on earth is this a rounded corner? When did I do that? It's not a very good winding path, is it? I think it goes too far down. Yeah, if it went like one step up a bit higher, I think it'd be good. It's just currently a bit too much room up there, isn't it? And not enough room down here? Maybe. I don't know. It's a work in progress. Because we're not flawless. We're a work in progress. There's a My Little Pony reference, I suppose. That's what it's going to be. Sneak in a My Little Pony, sneak in a Phineas and Ferb episode. What? Reference. not whole episode. It's going to get me copyright claim by Disney. Or Hasbro, depending on, you know, pick your poison. Is that right? No, this doesn't. This looks weird. Probably because of this part. You know what? We don't have enough space down here. Why did I get rid of that one? I meant to get rid of this one. Miri's just watching me. She's laughing. I can feel it. It stings my soul. Now the question is, what do we even put in this little nook? Yeah, that makes sense. To be fair, I think what we should probably do for path is one of those ones which are like not... It doesn't look a square like this. Like ones which look like faded grass or something. So then it'll be a little less strange like this. I think this will work. I think I'm trying to get too locked on with a very nice, like symmetrical looking one. When really we should... Oh my god. Embrace the randomness, embrace the chaos. The haphazardness of it all. Do we want it to touch a beach? I think the answer is probably no, actually. The path can extend outwards to the beach, but we shouldn't end up at the beach. Oh, you know what I was talking about? I was talking about cafes. I remember that. Off-street cafes. You know, if people can have cottagecore as an aesthetic, why can't I have off-street cafes as cosmetic? Aesthetic? What does that even mean? I don't know. Is that weird? That's probably kind of weird. Maybe let's not do that. I'm talking about the aesthetic thing, not the path thing. This path I've already kind of established is quite weird, but, you know, we're here for it. Get a bit funky. Get weird. Why be normal when you can be weird? Isn't that like a quote from something? I don't know. Well, to be fair, that Japanese cafe very much lived up to that. I wonder, I should go find a picture of that. Mayonnaise pizza or whatever. Maybe it wasn't actually good, and I just thought it was good in my mind. It's just like how I remembered it. But I was like, hey, not bad. We might need to change this bridge widthness. What? This river width over here. Such a bridge can actually fit on it. Oh my gosh, Joy-Con. Okay, I'm blaming the Joy-Con for that one, even though it wasn't actually the Joy-Con. That was just actually me clicking the wrong thing. It's a bit too straight here, isn't it? I suppose we could extend it out. Give the illusion of a curve. Something like that. It looks really thick over here, doesn't it? This looks like a winding path, doesn't it? Kind of. It's a bit strange. Whatever. It's just a blueprint. I want to have a path go up through here as well. With hopefully some sort of suitable design. Like a cobblestone path, maybe? I mean, if we're going to temporarily put it down, we might as well temporarily put it down as a cobblestone path, right? To actually feel like a witch's hut or something. Not quite a witch's hut. The House of Death themselves. The gateway to the underworld. Is that a bit macabre? Maybe. Get rid of these holes. And then we start putting our gravestones, hopefully around it. We need to make more of those pumpkin scarecrow. Oh, you know what we should do? We should go harvest the pumpkins. And then water them. So we can make all these pumpkin people. I mean, that's what the point of a farm is, isn't it? Pick your lots and then grow them again. Just checking we had enough space. And these require constant watering and attention. By constant, I mean once a day. Which I guess isn't really constant, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I think we need the pumpkins for this. We can have them all different colours. Making up like the population, quote, quote. Of these little pumpkin plants. Might be a bit strange, I don't really know. You gotta see it to believe it, just like Ripley's Believe It or Not. Which I don't know if they're still making books or not. I remember I used to sort of read them as like a replacement for reading the Guinness World Record books, which also I'm not sure if they're still making. Guinness World Record books are kind of arbitrary anyway, aren't they? Getting world record in anything. Actually, I feel like I've had this conversation about Guinness World Records before. I mean, inevitably there's going to be duplicates of conversations, aren't there? I think there's already been a duplicate of a conversation, hasn't there? Didn't I talk about Mario Party in 2 different days? Oh well. Definitely haven't talked about off-street cafes. Previous ones yet. You know, I didn't really talk about it for a lot of it. Oh well. Does that really matter? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, should we have this episode off here? It's been a bit off-street cafe itself, if anything. I'm trying to make it a phrase, apparently. I don't know. If you have been watching, thank you very much for sending Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Links down below. I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye for now.